Oh, I just woke up 20 minutes ago.
Wow, what a life. What a life. Woke up 20
Went
minutes
to bed
ago.
at like 3 in the morning.
Oh,
Pierce
yeah.
Robertson's gonna throw the ball in here.
That's
Us
fabulous.
Liverpool in the new Nike or Nike, however you want to say it, kit. Looks rather stunning if you would have to ask me, but I like to keep it as simple as possible with the unis. I think I should probably make the I should probably put the Yahoo thing up
Yeah, I've got mine up.
because, to be honest with you, I don't know anybody on Leeds because they're a newly promoted club. So I literally have no clue anybody on their team.
Well,
I know that they've spent more money than us in the summer, though.
well, I guess I got to spend to although my Yahoo thing is now like blank or it's not really doing anything, which is quite unfortunate. Early opportunity here for Liverpool, but squandered there by the Leeds goalkeeper.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just trying to get this.
We have to switch from like basketball mode and it's not easy.
I've actually got it down. After this, I should be totally fine.
Uh
I'm
yeah, I've
using the
actually
same
like
base.
no, I've actually created like a whole new scene for it.
Uh, I just have some things hidden.
Yeah. All right, there's the formation on the YouTube side of things. That's all squared away. And see if I do this, it's gonna do be bad, right?
Yeah, I'm actually good. I got the thing in the middle. And it's going to be a handball in the box from the Salah shot right here. We're going to have a penalty to start the season in 3 minutes. Unfortunate starts for Leeds here, but I think it was quite an obvious penalty here. Salah with the shot. The ball is or the hand is totally
Oh
away
my
from his
God.
body. This is one of the more obvious penalties you'll probably see in the Premier League, as you know that the rules slightly did change um, to the handball, and that one is an obvious penalty, and Salah will be in to convert it. We'll
This was
see what happens here.
Bamford, the offender.
Yeah, and this is the Premier League and VAR are now looking at goalkeepers having them come off the line. If they come off the line, they will have them retake it. Salah taking a few deep breaths. Heart rate is still pumping. He's got a new haircut today, less afro, more style.
Goal.
Salah with the left foot, and he just slots it in straight down the middle.
1-0 Liverpool.
Fantastic. 1-0 Liverpool to start the season off. There is no better way to have started the season. Actually, very similar start to the season last year, actually getting a really quick start against newly promoted Norwich. So clearly, we have a habit of playing the newly promoted clubs right away, and Salah is just going to go straight down the middle there, pretty much expecting the goalkeeper to guess one way or the other.
And that was the images there of the Leeds coach Bielsa, who actually just got a 1-year contract extension after getting his team promoted up to the Premier League. First time in the Premier League for Leeds in 16 seasons, and I have completely frozen on my side.
Have you?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So go for it,
Like
friend.
to, oh, sorry, I had to update one of the.
New season, new problems.
Oh, we're good. I'm ready to rumble here. Such a great start to the season. I can't. But I mean, it's a pretty obvious penalty. The arm's just so far away, and here you're gonna have Naby Keita pick up the ball and hit a long ball that does not get through. But Firmino with the absolutely beautiful back heel flip that somehow ends up just finding Robertson. I
Yeah,
have to say,
it was Robin
our
Koch actually there who had the arm extended and got the penalty called on him.
Henderson's going to send Salah away and actually hits directly at his feet. Salah's going to be able to wriggle away, find himself on the right wings, try to play the ball into Mane, back to Salah with the left foot. It's going to be blocked. Firmino's going to try to close down here, and he's going to be able to get the tackle in, and it's going to be a throw in for Leeds United. I'd say the new kit looks pretty good. Looks quite nice. I think it's a little too much white for me personally. It's quite shocking, but I would have to say I think it looks pretty good. New sponsors, new kit.
Oh, because you're saying the white on like the seams?
Yeah, I think it's slightly a little too much. I think it's like too bright, but it's okay.
Leeds now attacking and trying to find an entry into the box for Bamford and deflected away by Liverpool, so no threat there.
Yeah, Van Dijk with the nice clearance. He's in position there. And an interesting starting lineup here for Liverpool. No Fabinho. Klopp definitely did say that Fabinho was struggling against Blackpool and needed to put in more effort. So Henderson right away is going to get the start to the season, the captain, after coming back from a knee injury, which actually took him out of the last 2 to 3 games of the season. So it should be interesting there in the midfield. But Keita is going to get a start ahead, and Gini Wijnaldum, who has been rumored to actually be moving away and to be going to Barcelona, is also going to get a start today. Besides that, the front three is unchanged with Sadio Mane, Salah, and Firmino, and the back line is Trent, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk, and Robertson. So it is pretty much a strongest team forward here for Liverpool. And here Salah is going to kick a long searching ball that is going to find a Leeds player.
I think I'm slightly ahead. I'm gonna let me know where you're at.
7:53.
All right, we're good. See, nice. The NBC, I can just resume it because there's no commercials while we're playing football. We don't have to worry about that part.
I actually can move up.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm at 8:35,
All right. Never mind. We've gone forward in time.
and they actually they scored, but it was offside.
It was offside.
Yeah. Luckily, there for Liverpool, the ball was offside. Robertson's going to find Mane down here on the wing, and Mane's going to have to go all the way back to the keeper here to just reset the play, I think.
Where are you at
Oh,
now?
he actually just megged him. And it was an absolutely beautiful play to actually be able to play out from the press here.
Where are you
And
at?
just miss Arnold there on the run. Salah is able to get that, put in the effort, and wriggle away from about 2 to 3 Leeds players. The movement right now for Liverpool, I would have to say, from a commentator's perspective, is nauseating.
What's your time?
9:20. Robertson here is going to try to get a cross in, but he's blocked.
I was ahead. How about now?
9:30.
Okay, close enough. About 2 seconds behind you.
A floating ball is going to go all the way back to the keeper to pick it up. Nice header there. Great play by Harrison. I just kind of expecting now this early goal. I would definitely say just destroys Leeds' plans because they actually do have to come out from the back and press us and actually try to go for a goal here, which actually falls into our plan and our style of play here. Mainly, they probably would have been sitting back for most of the possession and just try to hit us on the counter attack. And here they are on the counter attack, but the pass is blocked out, and Mo has the ball, finds Mane at the top of the center or the top of the box. Keita and the Leeds player just
Almost headed each other.
awkwardly just headed the ball. And then Leeds is going to get a ball in behind here. Van Dijk's going to be bad on the cover. If he doesn't get the block in, there is trouble, but he does get the block in. Henderson there on the cover.
A little heel tap there. Kind of saved himself.
Yeah, and that's when Joe Gomez there kind of comes in too much on the on the other player, and there's no cover on the second runner there. So a defensive lapse there from the get go could have turned into slightly a disaster. A really nice long ball here. Trent's going to have to recover here, but then Leeds is going to get a right footed shot and score. I said he was in trouble.
Oh my. Okay, I was behind.
And
And
it's going
there
to
you
go
go.
1 1.
1-1.
So
Just
here
like
we
that.
go.
What?
Yeah, that was Arnold. Basically, it was a crossfield pass, and the ball got to Harrison. Absolutely beautiful touch, but Arnold just got completely destroyed on that entire possession.
So it's a similar run up the left side here. And last time he saved himself with a nice little heel flick. This time, not quite. And it's just a
Yeah,
one-on-one play.
the touch here just takes it away from him, and then
Ooh,
Gomez comes in. I don't know if he should have saved it, to be honest with you, though.
Becker, I mean, he is there
Maybe not.
extended with the right hand. Just a little late. What a strike here by Jack Harrison from Leeds. Wow, and after that penalty that basically you would have thought maybe a demoralizing penalty within the first 3 minutes of the game, Leeds is right back in it with a goal in the 12th by Harrison. First goal in the Premier League this season, obviously first goal in the Premier League ever for Leeds.
Well, not ever.
Well, in modern history, I suppose.
Here's Cates going to find himself in the box, and the ball's going to go in, but it does not find anybody.
No, it
So
just finds a Leeds defender.
definitely say quite the open match here. Van Dijk's going to have the ball here. And now we are back to where Leeds wants to be. Just basically have the game tied up here. And then that's going to be a beautiful ball there for Mo if he can get there. He does keep it in play. He's going to find Keita inside the box. Back to Salah. And we're going to go back to cycle the possession here. But it's going to be a poor pass by Arnold, and this is going to cause the Leeds breakaway. It's going to be, it's not offsides actually on that Leeds player. It was on the other Leeds United player.
Yeah, it's recovered by Liverpool in any case. So now I will say, when we were doing the end of the previous Premier League season, um, Liverpool at the end of that season didn't look like in top form. I mean, they came out, they played a few pretty good games, but then had the blowout, and then it wasn't really like a dominating performance down the stretch. I wasn't impressed. I'll put it that way. Um, and so far, I suppose at 1-1, granted, I don't think the result will end 1-1 the way that this thing has been going. I don't know. What are you seeing out of your squad here?
Yeah, I mean,
Other than new haircuts.
here's Mane going to be able to get a run in here. Genie's up with him in support. Mane's going to go into his left. He's going to
It's a nice run.
think about crossing it, but it's going to go for a goal kick. Unfortunately, it does come off him. I've said from the start, I don't think our team actually looks very good at all. There's been no added new players. There's been no new competition. I'm not someone that's going to say you have to go out and spend $100 million, but you have to go out there and spend strengthen the squad. When you win the Champions League and then you also win the Premier League, you can't just have the same squad every single year when when other clubs around you are getting better. The gap, to be honest with you, from us to Man City last year was big on points, but on skill and everything else, it wasn't because we got lucky. I would say like a majority in the matches to convert them actually into wins. So at the end of the day, I don't think the squad has gotten any better. Now I'm actually predicting us to finish like third or fourth this year. I don't think we're going to finish in the top one or two.
Well, so I was going to ask, like, what would Liverpool have to do if it was to ever repeat? I suppose the repeat
Yeah,
isn't a very common occurrence. As we get this ball inside by Becker, is just going to grab it with his mitts.
yeah, we would
And
have to sign new players. We need to get more competition in the squad. We're basically one or two injuries away from having a disaster of a season. And Mane should be able to score this one here, and
he's just going to
he
put it over the goalie. Yes!
He does score it, unless it was an offsides, but I think it was.
Wait, how's it offside? The lead
Offsides.
player kicked it.
No, on the initial run, technically he was offside, which is.
Oh, that was going to be quite opportunistic, actually.
Oh, yeah, he is offside.
So they kill the play
But
here.
technically, he doesn't.
But the goalie kicks it right back to him.
Yeah,
What a mistake avoided by Leeds. Wow.
I never really agree with that rule. Honestly, I think it's kind of weird because the
To
the
kill the
offside
play.
player, the offside player just never actually touches the ball.
That's what I've said forever, by the way. Okay, if the player is offsides, but he has no impact on the play, and he never touches
Yeah,
the
but
ball.
arguably, technically, like he had impact on the play because
Okay,
he was there, and the
because he was
goalkeeper
there,
had to
but he
hit it
never
away.
touched it, and the
Yeah, but the
defensive player
impact
touched
technically
it.
was there. Cates is going to find himself in the box here, but he's not going to be able to wriggle away from the Leeds defenders, and it is going to go out for a goal
Yes,
kick.
this should be a goal kick as Leeds brings the double team on Keita and effectively extinguishes the opportunity there. Jurgen with his nice white frames. Still no fans in attendance here in the Premier League, although as you mentioned, they will start returning next month. Is that right?
Yeah, they should be coming back in October. And Salah's going to find himself all the way into the box here. He's not going to be able to get the pass off. Arnold's going to try to break down the press. Henderson gets megged, and Leeds here are going to be off and away on the counterattack. They
Yes,
have
they are. If they
numbers.
get it down at the bottom, they have a one-on-one. Going to stick it with the right. Cross inside. Too far. Nobody was there. Recovered on the far side by Ailing. Ailing? Back to Liverpool here as they force the turnover and can start taking it the other way. A little slow coming out of the gate. Oh, geez. The back line, nobody went for that one.
I don't know. That was weird.
That was weird in a lot of ways.
And here's going to be a crossfield ball to Harrison, but it's not going to actually be, or that's not Harrison.
Nope, Bamford.
Bamford, sorry.
Just a bit of a passing session here, back and forth.
Yeah, Leeds finally is finding some control and settling for themselves right here, but we're going to be able to turn the possession over, and Arnold's going to have the ball to bring it up the pitch here. Cates is going to find the ball in the midfield. Van Dijk to direct the play.
Possession rather even across both teams, actually. Kind of hovering
Really
around.
nice long ball to find Robertson there. It is going to go out for a corner kick.
Yes.
One thing to keep in mind is that the squad and most of these international players actually just came back around 3 or 4 days ago from the Nations League. So the squads actually have not had that much time to practice and play together if you're an international player.
Wait, so they really let them like out of the? There's like no bubble concept here.
No, they stay within the bubble in their national team, and they stay within the bubble in Liverpool. And then it's
Okay.
going to be a free header, and it's going to be a goal for Virgil van Dijk to open up his scoring account in 2020. Well,
Yeah,
21
still in
season.
2020.
Still in 2020
We're still in
here.
2020.
But the defensive lapse, I would say, from Leeds there, he was actually just at a complete free run to the ball, and he just nods that back in. If I was the Leeds coach there, I would be very upset. He's coming from the top. He runs basically off two screens and just, I mean,
Wow.
I hate to rip on the guy again, but he gave up the penalty, and he also gives us this goal. He just completely loses Van Dijk.
Puts it right into the goalie as the goalie falls over into the goal.
Yeah, he actually just like fell into it.
Yeah, he did.
Kind of hilarious.
You're right. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same Leeds defender that was supposed to be guarding Van Dijk. It's Koch there, number 5.
Fortunately, getting absolutely burned this match.
At least within the first 20 minutes, yeah, he is getting torched.
And they hear the press is on here from Liverpool, not able to get that turnover there, but Henderson coming up for the press. Leeds is going to try to go long to block it. Geni's going to get in the way of it. And here we are back 1-up against Leeds. I would have to say Leeds is quite an explorative, and here they're going to be in here, and there's a chance.
A chance here. Becker sort of
Really good
trailing.
goal. Yeah, good goalkeeping there to pretty much close the angle to not give him any options. A very good job there by Allison. Easily could have gotten a shot away if he was there, and that should be a foul and solid. Never mind, but
But
it's going to go.
looks like a bit of
Okay,
a wrestling match actually going
it
on there
totally was.
between
It's totally our
Dallas and
ball.
Salah.
I have no idea how that's. But yeah, I would have to say Leeds is definitely playing their style of play pretty open, exactly the same way how they played from the championship. Something that you have to regret, not
Respect.
regret, something you have to respect. That's going to be offside on Bamford there. He's definitely going to be regretting this opportunity. He was totally free on goal here. Van Dijk pretty much getting caught out of position. Gomez losing the defender behind him. Allison just does a really good job of closing the angle and
He
not giving
does,
up
getting his
any
body in the way.
options.
Basically playing as a defender himself there.
But he's got to hit it right there.
I
He's got to hit it for the first time right there. When he looks up and sees Allison, he basically is like, oh, and he hesitates and then takes the ball away. But in reality, he should have just hit it right away or at least gotten the chip. That was the only opportunity. Mane here with the throw in. Mane to Henderson, back to Van Dijk. And Van Dijk is just going to pass it to the other keeper.
He's gonna pass it to Meslier. Meslier? Meslier. Meslier. From France, I think is how you pronounce it.
I never understand. They're always wearing like a jacket or a coat when they're coaching. Is
Yeah, but
it like it's the summer? Is it
hold on, I'm turning.
literally
It's
this cold all the
September, right?
time?
So it's like
It's not the summer, but
no. When did we go? We were there in late August, weren't
it
we?
was hot.
Yeah, it was hot. It
But that's
was.
also in London, not on the coast, so there is a difference there.
Oh,
A really
true,
nice flick there,
true.
but Cates is not able to read Salah's movement. It's going to go back to the Leeds keeper, and then Cates is going to go all the way to possibly the press is on here.
Yes, the high press here for Liverpool,
Leeds is going to have to
trying to
go
force
long
a
with this
mistake.
one, and Robertson's not able to keep that one in bounds. But good pressure there from Liverpool.
Although it does look like a bit of a dreary day over there. Just to, like, there's no sun out.
Yeah, it's like it's been like that here in DC for like 2 weeks at this point. I
Well,
haven't
it's
seen
also
the sun in
yellow here
ages.
today in Seattle because of the wildfire. I woke up and my room was it's literally yellow. Like they were those pictures
Yep.
of San Francisco like being red. Seattle is yellow today.
Hey, it's
It's
what I've been saying.
bizarre.
None of you guys believed me when I was in LA and said it was a problem. Now look. Oh, Cates is going to. The press is definitely
Mane,
on here.
Mane.
We're going to be able to get the ball. Mane's going to be at the top of the box.
The
Should
shot.
find Salah. Oh, Henderson did catch that pretty well, actually. It was on target.
It was. It was actually right into the stomach. Here, the
He
replay of
caught
the
it
shot
pretty
by
well. Yeah,
Henderson.
nice shot there.
It is well hit. It is well hit. Definitely
Yeah.
shot on goal here. Good opportunity for Liverpool.
My screen. What the heck?
And my screen just went gray.
My screen just went gray too.
But it's still running, so apparently some technical difficulties from Anfield. We'll let that keep rolling.
Uh,
Well, that's awkward. Even NBC has issues here on the
yeah,
first inning.
it's not us. That's that one's over on the NBC side. That's it's quite terrifying. It's yeah, my stream's like still running.
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
not running.
I'll refresh mine.
Let me check if maybe there's another.
Nope, I refreshed and it's still gray. So we've been grayed out apparently.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's like another. Sometimes they have a different
camera
All
angle or
right, we're
something.
back. Ish. Sort of back. Kind of back. It's like stuttering.
Oh, mine isn't even doing anything.
Okay, we are back. Leeds United with the ball here. 26 minutes left. They're going to sustain the same crossfield ball to Harrison there, but this time he is going to be offside. Good communication and teamwork there by the um, Liverpool defense.
Let me know your time.
26:30.
I gotta go.
I can also 43:45 now. 26:45. Never mind. Yeah. Then we're going to be able to pick up the possession here. Henderson's going to have time to be able to look up, find Robertson here on the left touch line, and then I'm also going to just be
Yeah, we're good.
paused. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Robertson's going to try to put that ball in, but he's going to actually follow up with it, and he's going to try to put it back in, and it's going to be deflected almost back into an own goal.
Yeah, but it actually goes on the opposite side, and a little sly little smirk there by the goalie from Leeds, thinking it just dodged one. Actually,
It's
the
pretty
goalie
interesting here. Robertson following up his own ball. Oh
only
my God.
20 years old, actually.
Nice save.
He's been beaten twice today for Liverpool, mixing the.
I would not say they were all his fault. Here, the corner again, near post, doesn't beat the man. Arnold's going to be chased down by Harrison.
And Harrison's still chasing the ball. Yeah. He's got to get it back to Becker. Becker now going to kick this one the other way.
And it's going to be headed back to the goalkeeper. Nice job there by the Leeds defense. It's a nice throw.
Yeah,
he's got some arm on that one. Going to end up to the Liverpool player there. Firmino's going to be able to run on the overlap. Keita.
Salah looking for an opportunity in the box. Two Leeds defenders come in. Still two Leeds defenders on him. Keita with the turnaround shot. No good.
Oh, Arnold just got megged hard.
Yeah, he basically got spun around as Leeds is now on the counterattack and have a man in the box, and they're going to too far. Becker. A lot of running for not a lot of result.
He did really well though. It was a good move. And clearly Henderson can't keep up with him, and nobody could keep up with him. Well, maybe they were able to keep up, but they weren't able to pass him. It's probably the better way to phrase it.
I want to know, like, when they do it in American football, they have like the top speed that they reach. Like, I want to see what those.
They have top speeds in this. It's pretty incredible how fast some of these players can run. Van Dijk was recorded as the fastest player in the Champions League, I think, 2 years ago.
Really, Van Dijk?
That was a really bad move there by Van Dijk.
Oh, and it's going to be a goal!
It's going to be a goal. Speaking of which.
What? Speaking of Van Dijk.
I don't know what he's doing.
Apparently
Allison's
not running
right
fast.
There. Allison's right there.
Wow, maybe a little bit of rust here. Kind of a sloppy first half for both teams. Making plenty of mistakes. This one, you just got to, wow, yikes. He basically kicks it to the other player. It doesn't even realize that the other guy's there. I don't know if he realizes that Bamford is actually there.
What's he doing? Why would he do that though? The keeper's right there.
But he puts the leg up, and he's like, oh, like just trying to like drop the ball. And that doesn't. Wow. I don't know. We'll have to wait for the post-game presser for that one. But Bamford gets the equalizer. Leeds 2-2. Here in the 30th minute.
Oh, it's too much.
That's too much.
That's a corner.
Or apparently it hasn't even. Or
It totally
apparently it
went
hasn't even
outside. It
been.
totally went out, but
I don't think so.
yeah, mine is going to get fouled there. Should get a. Not sure why he's still on the floor. It didn't look too bad.
Free kick here for Liverpool. Who's going to take it? It's Robertson to take it or Ox?
Salah's maybe
Oh
be
my
a
goodness.
shot away, and
Yes! Yes! Goal! Yes!
he
Is
just
that going to count?
slots it into the top corner. It was absurd. What a goal there from Mo Salah. Maybe hopefully we can play some defense for once.
I guess
We've had
no team really wants to play defense at this point.
we've had 5 goals in 32 minutes. And I would have to say, just from if you're a Leeds player, from that perspective, it's just a tough goal to give up. Nobody actually chases down the second ball and just absolutely leaves it there once it's headed down. I mean, Salah's just by himself, and
Yeah, just wide open.
I mean, that's an unbelievable finish, just out of this world, actually.
Yeah, like he just like squares it up and just whips it in there.
And just hits the top corner. Like there's no other position that he hits it with. A beautiful first touch to move it onto his left foot, and then just takes a nice. I mean, yeah, there's no other place.
It's like right over the hand too.
It's like it's in the 90-degree pocket, in the right angle, in the right top corner. It was unbelievable.
Meslier was there, and it just like wasn't.
Yeah, keeper's got no chance. I would have to say.
So close.
And Salah here feeling himself.
The new haircut, man. Salah's got 2 goals here in the first half hour. One off penalty, one off a beautiful set play that actually just fell to him from the header by Strujic, if I can mispronounce that. There you go. Leeds player header deflects it right to Salah, but there's nobody guarding him, and he just finishes the play. Sensational.
Arnold
Here's
with the crossfield ball looking for Robertson, which is not going to get there. I mean, clearly we can score, but clearly we can't play defense anymore. I have no idea.
Well, okay, hold on. You can score against Leeds.
Yeah, I know, but we can't play defense.
Which also has their defense has also been rather suspect. I'm not sure like either team is a shining example of defense here this morning.
No, they're not.
Yeah. You're playing a newly promoted club, and you're only winning 3-2, and you've already given up 2 goals here in 35 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to tell me we're not playing well.
It's okay. Chat will tell you you're not playing well either. It's been, 4 weeks since they've played in the Premier League? Something like that?
Yeah, something around there. Play a lot of other international stuff and other plays. So I mean, the squad really hasn't been together that all much recently, unfortunately. Leeds here is going to be back. Leeds definitely does like to play out from the back, which, I mean, leaves us sometimes exposed if they're able to break down the press, but also gives us some good opportunities here. I think we're going to fall back into our regular block here. That's going to be a poor touch from the Leeds player. We're going to be able to pounce on it, and they're going to call a foul. Okay. Foul on the Leeds player.
Damn, I got frozen.
Yeah, I got frozen too for a second.
35-32 right now.
At 35-50. Henderson's going to get rid of that ball and ask for another one. Interesting. I actually never seen that before.
3608.
Good enough.
Okay. As the pass in is just too long for Ox there. And Martin saying,
Ox.
Liverpool is my son's future. No, sorry, Robertson. Son's future team. We got up and coming Liverpool fans in chat. There you go.
Oh, sorry. I have to get the YouTube side up. I've not been looking at that. Hey, that's good. Good news. Keep them in the family here. I would have to say. Keep everybody in the family. Keep them on the Liverpool side.
That was an awkward foul, which didn't really look like a foul. It looked like the Leeds player just kind of fell on the ball, but okay. I guess I give it back to them. So Leeds is really wanted to exploit like one-on-one matchups in the back line, and that's basically how they've gotten all their goals. And that's what they're looking for here, but can't quite get the pass. Becker just going to reset this play.
Yeah, I mean that's how we basically play up for the defense, and then we play a pretty isolated back line. You have to win your one-on-one duels to actually be able to get the to win the defensive matchups, which is what we did last season pretty well. And then this season, the communication and coordination is just not there. Here, the runners are going to go in behind the line. Henderson's going to pick up the ball, find Arnold, find Salah.
Salah up top being guarded by Dallas. Great city, not as good a defender. So I'm gonna give it to is this Mane Keita? Keita on the right there. And Koke, who's been torched twice today for 2 goals, just kicks that one out of bounds.
Hasn't done much better than Van Dijk today, gotta say.
No, he hasn't done much better than Van Dijk. Both defenders.
One of them costs 80 million, and the other one definitely costs less than that.
Both defenders having a bit of a rough start.
Firmino picking up the ball here, see what he can do, but he's not
Center it.
able to wriggle away.
No,
Leeds here possibly going to get on the counter, but Genie steps in there very nicely to break that.
Possession actually even through the first 39 minutes, 19 minutes apiece for either team. Quite impressive, actually. That Leeds is really hanging in there with Liverpool. We saw in the restart that Liverpool, the first 3 games, was just dominating possession across the board, like over 60% possession in those games. Not so of late.
Oh, Robertson tried to meg him on the door was shut there. Cates is going to find Genie, though.
Another opportunity for
Firmino's
Liverpool.
Touch.
He couldn't center it or bring it down. Still opportunity
Mane's
for Liverpool.
off. Mane's offside.
Either way, nice block there by Meslier as the shot goes wide. And there you got the shot there of Anfield. It is quite a overcast day in Liverpool, so perhaps the jackets.
Hold on, he's not offside. He's onside.
Can you VAR this the other way? Although it doesn't really matter because they didn't score the goal, right? So
yeah, but he was onside if he scored there. The defender at the bottom that actually puts his hand up first blatantly plays him onside.
So okay, so if he had scored, could you VAR the other way?
Yeah, they would count it.
They would count it. Totally okay.
Did. Here we're on the breakaway here. Genie's going to find one more pass, hopefully to Robertson. Mane's going to cut it off. Mane's going to think about shooting. It's going to be blocked. He's going to shoot again with the left. It's going to be blocked again for a corner.
Why would you slow that down? They slowed down the entire play.
I don't know. I think the ball should have ended up going to Robertson here, honestly, and I think that's where Genie was intending it, but Mane cut it off.
Oh, I see. Robertson is out of the Mane's picture.
Robertson's there on the overlap to cross the ball back into the box. So, I mean, that ideally would have been the best place to do it. Robertson here with the cross, not able to beat the first man there. Salah's not going to be able to get to this one. Gomez will clean up the mess.
Yeah, and it's just going to go back to Becker to restart.
Back to Becker again. And then Becker with a crossfield ball that goes straight to the Leeds bench.
And is promptly inbounded by said Leeds bench.
Yep, exactly.
Hey, everybody's going to get an opportunity to play, right?
Yeah, and the interesting here, speaking of opportunity to play, the Premier League voted to stop the more than 3 subs and Van Dijk does well there to redeem himself. So there will only be 3 subs in the match. There will no longer be 5.
And
Nice
no water
crossfield ball
breaks.
to Mo Salah on the right wing. Firmino, not enough on that one to get it to Firmino, but good idea. If that ball has a little more pace on it, Firmino's most likely in there.
Yeah, and no more water breaks, Fran. No more
Yeah,
water
no more
breaks.
water breaks.
No more water breaks. We kind of like the water breaks.
It was interesting. It definitely changed. So I would definitely say if there were water breaks, this match would not be 3-2.
No, probably not. You give it
It
teams
looked
an
way
opportunity
different.
to kind of give them the equivalent of a timeout, right? The just an
Yeah.
opportunity to reset, gather, change the strategy a little bit. Opportunity for the manager to talk things over. But it does kind of cut into sort of the fluidity of the game. Is here Bamford has an opportunity, and that is just kicked and sailed into the empty fan section there by Keita. So it should be at least a side out of bounds, but I actually
Yeah, it
think it's
should
a
be a
corner.
throw in.
I
No,
think it's a
no,
corner.
it's a throw in. It's a throw in.
Oh, it looked like it went out on the goal line. And I think yes,
Definitely
no,
taking
no,
its time
yeah,
there.
he is definitely taking his time. They got a good better part of 30 seconds to
Oh,
walk over.
Kate's is not able to get that one there. Hernandez is going to throw the ball back in. And I think they're probably going to have to recycle this back.
Yes, that's
Uh,
exactly what they do,
or
but they then
just
just decide to
or just give it back to us. That works too. I'm
kick it
fine with
forward.
that.
Okay, cool.
I am okay with that.
Approaching the 43rd minute here. Probably
Let me
not going
tell
to
you,
have much
this
stoppage
this
time.
Leeds manager looks like a just a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks quite intense.
Yeah, he looks very intense.
Well, he's enjoying his new contract here for the promotion.
And he knows he's only got 1 year on it, and he's got to stay in the Premier League
Is
to
that
keep his job.
typical?
Yeah, typically they'll like if you get the team promoted, they'll give you the contract. If you're not doing well halfway through, they'll get rid of you.
Oh,
I mean,
they
they
only
get
give you halfway through the season?
well. It depends if you're at the bottom, like about to get relegated, it's not looking good. They're going to look to make a change and
I
just try
see.
to spice something up. But typically, you'll get a deal. It's very unusual to lose your job after you get promoted, and I don't think that's a penalty. Actually, I think he got the ball there, and maybe we can get a breakaway here on the counterattack. But we need to insert a little more pace here.
You got to go a little quicker because it was a 4-on-3, and now they've evened up
Now
the numbers.
it's
Get it on top!
yeah.
Oh, pues.
Salah just kind of was jogging there for some reason. He didn't ever hit the
Flojos.
sprint.
He didn't ever
It's like,
hit the sprint.
Yeah, it's like he didn't hit the sprint button playing FIFA or something. Like he just kept jogging, and then right when the Leeds player already had pace on him, he was like put under pressure. I don't really understand like why we didn't just go. And the Leeds player, I think that was
He
Harrison.
didn't hit the sprint.
Wrong.
Oh my gosh, it's like
Yeah, it's playing video games.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like that's exactly what happened. He was just jogging down the pitch.
That's really funny. It was on cooldown. It must have been on cooldown.
Yeah, he ran out of energy, saving it.
Saving it for the second half.
And here Van Dijk put under pressure again. This time he leaves it and just muscles away the Leeds player there.
So that time he did the right thing and didn't
this
get
is
involved.
the possible penalty shout.
No, not.
I mean,
much
I'm not
contact.
going to say Salah gets the ball because he doesn't.
No,
but he
there
also
really isn't
doesn't
any
really
contact
get the
either.
player. I think it's fine. I don't think it was anything egregious, to be honest with you. Try to be as unbiased as possible, but I think it was okay. I would not expect that to be called for a Liverpool player either, put it that way.
I didn't see how much time. I think it's just going to be 1 minute of added time here.
I think it's just 1 minute of added time.
Yeah. Oh, 2 minutes actually.
Yeah.
So we got a minute.
Stoppage time, and that's going to be a turnover for Firmino, but we're going to get the ball right back. Leeds could have gone on the breakaway there. Then Henderson doesn't get enough over that to get it over the left back on Salah. He's having I would definitely say the left back that's been having to guard Salah is definitely having quite the match. As in, he cannot wait to get off the pitch. because Salah has not just completely working, but it's just been. I feel like it's just a pain to mark him the entire match with the amount of movement. Here, there's going to be a flick on attempt, and then Robertson shows Van Dijk how to pass the ball.
How to properly.
How to properly pass the ball to the goalkeeper and not have the opposing player score a goal. Salah's going to be able to maybe no, he's not going to be able to face and turn. Going to most likely cycle the ball back, and I'm going to assume that the players here are just going to want to walk this out.
This is over
to halftime.
Gonna take this into the dressing room here at halftime in about 20 seconds.
I think they're just kind of waiting for it to go. I don't think this can be much of an impetus to
make something happen at the moment.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Although I do have to say, yeah, there it goes. I do have to say, I will.
To the locker room.
I do think Leeds is going to come out attacking here in the second. Like they've had their opportunities, and Liverpool has looked vulnerable. So,
I was actually going to say it's just going to end 3-2.
You think it's just going to end? You think this is going to end 3-2?
Yeah, for some weird reason, I don't think there'll be any more goals. This always happens. It's like there's always a really exciting first half, and then after that, nothing happens. And maybe it happened, maybe it doesn't, but I'm just saying. Hopefully, we'll probably get at least one more goal in there to keep it safe. But a lead of 2 goals is always not safe, I would say. But kind of just in the thoughts here, I would say credit to Leeds United, honestly, for their efforts here and kind of not backing down from the challenge. 100%. I mean, they've definitely put us in our place. And we know that Leeds is not a team to sort of mess around with. Van Dijk with a few errors there. But I would say this is not the greatest start to a Liverpool season we could ever have. But at the same time, it's also one of those starts where it's like, it's nice that we're not dominating because this makes Klopp angry and makes him realize that something is wrong and maybe we need to sign more players or new players and up the competition in the squad. But I think this is not I think this is actually an ideal start to the season for a fan like me who thinks that we need to sign more players and who thinks we haven't been doing that well to keep the momentum going to hopefully challenge for another title.
I think you're playing politician, Fran, because I'm pretty sure within the first 3 minutes you were like, "Oh, this is a phenomenal start to the season. We're off and running here, and here's Salah, going to have the first penalty kick, and it's looking great." and then 5 minutes later, it was 1-1.
Yeah, it's a great start after 3 minutes, but no, the defense was never put under pressure or anything like that. And then once the defense was put under pressure, it's clearly a problem for us moving forward. And just also to remember that our cover there is pretty light. If we do lose one of those defenders, we're just pretty much left with Joel Matip. And after Joel Matip, there's nobody else. So we're pretty much 1 or 2 injuries away from the entire season going up in flames, which last season we got lucky with not many injuries and we were able to sustain some injuries in the midfield. But this season we do not have that luxury. With more departures than additions to the squad, I would have to say.
I was comparing these two teams. Your roster is 15 players larger than Leeds' roster.
Yeah, but also like our bench isn't even that good. Like we don't even have very good players on our bench starting this. They're all pretty much just academy players and young players. They're not even like professionals. When you go look at a Manchester City, they have over $400 million sitting on the bench. We have less than 100.
Well, it's a lot of money just to put on just to have sit.
Yeah, but if somebody gets injured, then you have a world-class player coming in and replacing him. There's a big difference. It's a massive difference, I would have to say.
All right, so at the halftime here, the first 45 minutes of the Premier League season for Liverpool in the books. Liverpool leading 3-2 off of penalty goal right within the first 3 minutes there by Salah. Van Dijk with a beautiful header that was promptly followed up with a less than beautiful defensive lapse that led to a Leeds goal, and then Salah once again from a set play to uh, put one in the top right corner, just over the outstretched hands of the Leeds goalkeeper. And there you have the 3-2 advantage for Liverpool at the moment. They're just going through the highlights at the right now, and that was the first
Yeah,
handball.
was going to basically just talk through some of these goals. If you're just looking at the first one or catching up with us, the first one was a handball that off of the Mo Salah shot. And to be honest with you, I think this is I mean, the arm is too outstretched. It's away from the body. It's textbook. This is a penalty. It's not behind his back. So Salah slots this away, going straight down the middle. Beautiful penalty there, and pretty obvious penalty to say the least. I don't think you can really compare. And here you're going to see this absolutely beautiful diagonal, pretty much what Liverpool does to most teams. And Harrison just comes in with a right-footed finish. Absolutely beautiful. I would definitely say it was an absolute defensive lapse. Joe Gomez does a really poor job on the cover, and Trent gets beat. Here, Van Dijk just loses the same defender that gave
Loses
up
his
the
mind.
penalty,
Just like
which is quite sad. And then in this possession here, pulled off of the defensively out of position, tries to flick it, miscommunication with Allison, disaster.
Unless you're a Liverpool fan, in which case you're saying
And then I would just say, yeah, this goal here from Salah is just butter. Is one of the most beautiful things that you'll see pretty much all season. I would have to say is just I love it. It just makes me so happy seeing that because he actually, I'm not going to say he was off to necessarily a slow end to the season, but he wasn't really necessarily performing that well. And then now maybe getting him off to like a hot start here is going to help us more in the future and moving us down the line. I just think that it was kind of he had a weird end to the season, just sort of like an odd necessarily, just kind of just a lull. But I feel like most Liverpool players were kind of felt like that, especially after the season did end. But looking ahead, let's just hope we can control the match moving forward. I definitely would not want to be in Jurgen Klopp's locker room right now.
You think he's going after them?
Yeah, considering we have to play Chelsea next week, September 20th, and they've spent 250 million this summer compared to our zero. Yeah, I'm worried. They have actually extremely good players. See how they can necessarily fit it all together. But
so do you have a general manager like they do in the NBA and in
NFL? But since FSG doesn't actually get money from the ground, and it doesn't come up from the ground with oil. They actually have to run it like a business.
I see.
So unfortunately, with COVID and everything like that, they can't do anything. The transfer budget and the amount of revenue that's coming and all that type of stuff, they're saying that there's not enough money. Well, other teams have just taken out loans from banks and said, hey, we're taking $50 million loan to buy
Wait. You have football teams taking out bank loans.
Yeah, like this season off of COVID and everything. Yeah, about 5 or 6 clubs did it. They're just like, hey, we're going to take out a $60 million loan. We need to buy a few players, that type of stuff. We'll pay it back.
Wow. RBC over there in RBC and Lloyd's making out like bandits here.
But obviously, like FSG and the Fenway Sports Group is not the people that necessarily will do that. They've done a lot of good things for the club, but I just feel like at this certain position, like this is not a time where you like stop spending. This is where you like keep the momentum going. And it's just, I'm worried that maybe we get away from that.
Well, so you had Thiago, right, on the transfer market, and that didn't go through.
Yeah, we don't want to pay. Apparently, the rumor is that we bid 30 million, and they want 35 for it. And Genie has to leave, which makes no sense. I mean, we have enough space on the roster. So I don't understand the problem.
Wait. So you couldn't agree over $5 million?
Yeah.
That seems like for $5 million, I go to the bank and get the loan
100%.
for right. Like,
totally agree.
For 50, that's a different story.
You just get it done.
But for $5 million, you just get it done.
Yep.
Wow, that seems kind of yeah,
For a
yeah.
player like that too, that can pull the strings and run the offense and run, oh my god, it just changes the team so much. And you can play two holding midfielders and allow everybody in front to go play. It's out of this world. He changes the squad immensely and increases the competition also in the squad. I mean, when you have a world class player, someone that just won the Champions League again coming in the team, everybody's watching like we got to play up another notch here and make sure I can retain my starting position, which all these players have been playing in the same squad for 1 or 2 years, and they know they're pretty much going to start. There's no pressure on them. The whole idea is to add pressure in the squad to make them perform better.
Having won the Champions League there with Bayern Munich, so what did end up happening to PSG? Because you had some predictions as to what was going to happen with them.
Yeah, I thought the only big thing is that Neymar dropped Nike and now is signed with Puma today.
Oh,
Um,
oh, the drama.
but no, Tuchel still has his job. They pretty much started the league right afterwards. Mbappe got COVID. Somebody else got COVID on the team. So it was pretty interesting, but not much has necessarily happened with them.
Um,
Thank you, Mohammed Ayan,
Thank you.
for the sub on the YouTube side of things, and also on the Twitch side of things as well. Thank you, Mohammed.
Oh,
Really
nice.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we're
I
coming
got
to you
both.
live
Nice.
across both platforms, both on Twitch and YouTube, because you get to watch wherever you want to watch. That's sort of the motto here. So we will bring you the content wherever it is you want to meet us. Okay, so you had some other. You said you had some other when we were doing the basketball yesterday. You said you had some other thoughts and some fiery comments that you wanted to rattle off here. So it's at halftime, so go for it.
Oh yeah, it's basically just about the transfer market where we've been. As a club and as a team, I don't think we're investing necessarily in the right places, and I'm pretty worried about this year. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm actually like pretty freaked out. I don't think we're gonna do as well as we necessarily hope we're gonna do, and I think we have too much trust built up right now, and the trust is slowly gonna fade away
Trust with
because you
who?
kind of like between the manager, the players, all
Uh,
that type of stuff. Like because you see in that play right there and kind of how to describe it, it was like Van Dyke has gotten away with doing that all
yeah.
last season, and it never led to anything bad. But if one of those moments it does lead to something bad, that's 3 points dropped. You only need that to happen like 4 or 5 times to absolutely destroy your season, which is what happened to Man City. Man City fell so far behind because they just didn't have breaks go their way. What I'm saying is that last season was a pretty much perfect season. We scored every last minute winner that we needed to score to basically convert it into 3 points. And then you look at Man City season, and they had like certain things just not really go their way. And I'm worried that if we just have a few things not go your way, we're done.
Like that one.
Like that one, exactly. So I'm going to use the restroom real quick before this one starts. I'll be right
Oh,
back.
he
You got
always
two
has to
minutes. Two
abandon me here at
minutes.
halftime. Apparently, my fellow co-caster does not have as strong of a bladder as some of us. Welcome in, everybody. Getting ready to resume the second half of play here from Anfield on the first Sunday of the Premier League 2020-2021 season, I suppose, is kind of where we're at. We've all lost track of time at this point, but we're still here, thankfully. Bit of a shaky start, I suppose, from Liverpool and Leeds. Leeds with a handball that led to a Liverpool penalty. Liverpool then giving the goal right back within the next five or so minutes, only to then go up 2-1 on a Van Dijk header, and Van Dijk just gave the goal back later on a defensive lapse where he basically left the ball at the foot of the Leeds player who just finished it over Allison. And then Salah managing to get the third goal off a set play. Now, Fran calling for a scoreless second half, although I don't actually think that that's going to happen. The way that both teams are playing, I don't think the defenses are quite settled in enough to actually. I just think there's too many opportunities and too many holes on defensively for both teams right now. Especially when you start off a campaign, it seems like the offense has a bit of a jump on what the defenses want to do, or just not quite practiced enough. Um, in any case, we'll get back to it here in a second. I was ripping on your prediction of that there will be a scoreless second half. I just don't think the defenses are in shape,
I
especially
still
early in
think
the
weirdly
season.
enough, this match will nothing's going to happen for some reason in the second half. I feel like that always happens. It's just me though.
Uh, Programming note, actually, after this game finishes on NBC, there will be an American football game, Notre Dame versus the Duke Blue Devils.
Really?
Yes,
Where are they playing?
they're playing in Notre Dame.
Oh,
Where the
weird.
heck is? God, I can't remember where Notre Dame is.
It's in
It's in
Bend.
Indiana, right? No, South
Yeah,
Bend. South Bend.
South
Yes,
Bend.
yes. Thank you.
It's. I would say it's pretty weird.
Yes, they're playing in
Interesting.
South Bend as the to open the college football season, and actually in the ACC, the Virginia Tech Virginia game postponed today after reports of COVID at Virginia Tech have basically forced that game to be held off. So yeah.
I mean, can't say necessarily am surprised here.
That was also after the NC State Wolfpack have had similar issues there in Raleigh that has led to some postponement of their games as well. So the ACC deciding to go ahead and play, but kind of an early disruption. What's the teal color for this kit from?
It's it's something to do with a there's some story behind it. I honestly don't know
Oh,
enough.
so it is the teal is in the logo.
There is some sort of thing with it. Yeah, it's there. There's a
Yeah.
reason why it's embedded in the kit. We've had other kits that have had like teal and things like that. There are
Oh,
there are
okay.
that.
Because usually it's just been like the solid red, or you have like the
I
black
think
and
our
gold
alternate
that
one this
you're
year is
wearing.
like all black, kind of like this one, or similar to the black, and it looks really sweet.
Yeah.
And here Leeds pretty much Leeds there came out. They're coming out firing. They think they're going to be more goals. I don't, but we'll see where that comes from.
I'm only at 45-20.
I'm at 45.50.
Oh my
I
gosh.
can't go back.
Hold on.
Just click your thing ahead. You
Okay,
should have it
46.
buffered. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we're buffered. We're good. 46 here.
Nice step in there by Robertson to break up the play. Leeds is going to have to throw in here on the halfway line. Van Dyke does not make a mess of it this time.
No, he
Gets it out
actually
accordingly.
does get that one right. Suppose
And
right being a
then
relative
he
term.
sends it forward to nobody, but I think he was just trying to clear the lines there.
Coke back to Meslier. And back to Coke, and we are resetting back to Meslier. They're just going to play a little two-man game here.
Yeah, they're just going to try to play it out of the back and kind of make us come forward and then break the press for an easy opportunity, similar to what they did before. Robertson, if he kept that in bounds, had a pretty good chance, I would definitely have to say,
but
of
does
getting the
not,
cross in. But he
as the
doesn't.
ball goes back to Leeds. Leeds looking for an equalizer here, trying to get out of their first Premier League match in 16 seasons with at least a point. Liverpool trying to defend its Premier League title and get off to a good start. Remember, undefeated at Anfield still.
In the Premier League.
Yeah, the Premier League in like the last, well, 3 seasons. Now this will be probably
Gomez
the
here is going to
fourth.
try to go forward. I think he was fouled. Yeah, he was pulled back a little while ago.
Are you kidding, dude? The guy tried to give him a hug.
Yeah,
I
take
mean,
the
that was
advantage
totally
there for a little
obvious.
bit. So he,
And I've stalled on my stream. I was too far forward.
That long ball is going to find nobody. It's going to be kind of a mess to clean up here. Lee's going to clear it out. Gomez with the header back in. Mane eventually ends up with the ball back to Keita, to Firmino, to Salah on the wing, maybe to get the possession going. Really nice touch for Firmino from the back heel. He's going to be on the right side of the ball, cross it back to the middle. Gini's going to be able to be there, and Gini's not going to be able to score. It's going to be a fantastic save there for the Leeds United goalkeeper, but Gini most likely should have scored that one. He had quite the sight of goal there and hit it basically directly towards the keeper. That's sort of, he actually kind of the keeper gets lucky going that way. It's a good save, good reaction save there. Genie still should do better in my opinion. Should put that one away. And here we go with my prediction of no goals. We continue.
Yeah, I've completely lost it on my side.
And that was definitely a handball there by Henderson. Doesn't get called. Leeds with the throw in here.
And unfortunately, no, we cannot show the game because that is illegal for us here in the States. So, yes, as unfortunate as it might be, NBC
And
would,
Salah, maybe he's going to get there, but he's not able to. The keeper's able to get that one to go from the back pass, able to clear it there.
Where are you?
And he's asking the question, I'm at 49-33. He's asking the question of, why did you kick that back to me? There, Salah is right there.
I don't have that much buffer. You're going to have to come back to me, buddy.
Okay. And then Mane gives the ball away to Leeds to Bamford here. Bamford's going to think about taking a shot. It's going to be blocked. And it's Robertson. What time? How far do I have to go back?
I'm only at 49.50. As we got we have the Leeds attack here.
A Leeds attack. There's no Leeds attack.
50:07. They were attacking.
All right. Well, let me know if you get buffer to go back forward.
I don't, because the problem when I do, it just stalls and then kicks me back out. So it's not gonna work. I keep eating the buffer as it comes, so I don't have anything.
Like now?
I'm at 50:53.
Okay. Like 5 seconds ahead.
I mean, I can pause. Where are you?
Nah, I'm already. I'm still ahead of you by like 5 seconds.
Okay, can you pause for 5 seconds? 51:18, 19,
Okay.
20, 21.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Okay. Throw in here. Back in sync, sort of. This is the joys of being across the country and trying to connect to the same server. Mane had a run there, but that was just stopped dead in its tracks here. Throw in by Ox, and that is going to find itself in the box. It's actually going to be a corner. This should be a corner kick.
Ox is not on the field, buddy.
No, Alexander Arnold. You're right. Not yet. It's a forward-looking prediction that he will be.
Arnold's going to get the ball in quickly. Salah with the flick. Not able to score. Clever play there, I would definitely have to say there. Quick corner, similar to Barcelona.
Another corner here. Oh, Van Dijk tried to go with the header again. Trying to go for a repeat. but that one sails way high, so nothing going there so far. Still 0-0 in the second. I suppose your prediction is right, but that doesn't mean there haven't been opportunities.
Leeds here is going to attempt to play out from the back once again, and the press is on for Liverpool. Cates is able to cut that ball out. Salah's complete miscommunication.
I just don't even think he hit it right.
Yeah.
He
Should have
totally
scored.
whiffed.
It was 4-on-3 there, and should have been at least a shot on goal, but too many ideas, not enough execution.
I think it looked like he hit the top of the ball and not actually the ball.
Here we have numbers once again. Firmino with a poor touch there, not able to get it under control. Salah with the flick that goes nowhere.
Liverpool still threatening. Oh, that's a foul. He's going to get called for that one. Yep. Gomez just kind of runs Bamford over. Two decent opportunities at least attempted to be created there by Liverpool, so that at least they're still attacking, but nothing coming of it. No goals for the Reds here. Just poor first touches in the box, kind of spelled doom for both of those opportunities. Leeds just trying to play a little bit of keep away right now and content to start throwing this one in from the sideline. Working its way up the pitch at the moment and gives it right back to Liverpool. Poor ball control there by the Leeds midfield. Did your stream like stall out or something?
No. Oh. But it's still going.
Leeds manager looking quite, I'm not sure what I would call that. Intense, energetic. Likes his squatting position there.
Yeah, it's like he's playing catcher the entire game.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, I would have to say.
Playing catcher for American baseball.
And then Cates could be able to put some pressure on the ball. Costa's going to find himself to get away from it. And Leeds here is going to be on the attack. Gomez needs to get there first, and he does.
Good defense there. It's going to result in a throw-in for Leeds, but Liverpool going to have an opportunity to recover and set up. Transition here. Transition opportunities then. Leeds has been winning the one-on-one defensive battles.
And that was poor defense there from Gomez and Van Dijk. Van Dijk steps up, and the line needed to go back for the offside strap, but he kept both of the Leeds players onside, which could have been a problem. So once again, Liverpool looking quite shaky at the back still. And Henderson with a nice play out there from the press, but it's not going to be able to break the press, and Leeds be able to regain possession.
Yeah, Liverpool unable to clear this here.
And looks like the Leeds player is through here. He's going to chip Allison, and then
goal?
Arnold's just going to
watch it go in?
Hit it into the net, but it's going to be an offside flag here.
Wait a second. So that was like such a late offside call.
Yeah, it's offside.
Yeah, he definitely is.
He's totally offside.
He is. The call is like way late though. You see the line judge just like running back, trailing the play, and Alexander Arnold heads it in. He just heads it
I
into
know
the goal to
I can't
finish the
tell if he
play.
like jokingly heads it into the goal or he like actually tried to not hit it into the goal. Keita here is going to take a seat for Fabinho, who's going to come on. He will most likely play the holding midfielder role, take the spot of Henderson, and move Genie and Henderson further up the pitch. I thought Keita was actually playing pretty well. It may just be a switch to kind of freshen up the legs and solidify the back four.
Yeah, I can't quite tell, as you were saying, if he was just like, well, I'm gonna head it into the goal so that the play stops, and then they just like call the offside. Kind of a risky proposition. In any case, Liverpool now in the attacking third here. Possession has swung the way of Leeds, actually. 30 minutes of possession for Leeds to only 28 rather, of Liverpool. But the shots and the shots on target are well in Liverpool's favor. Liverpool's taken 12 shots, 11 of which have been
Oh,
on target.
Henderson with the ball in. That's going to be easily controlled by the Leeds United goalkeeper there.
Yes, the diving catch by Meslier.
It's going to be a spread of play here to the right touch line for Leeds United, kind of falling into the rhythm of the game, but that's going to be a turnover there, and Salah's maybe going to be able to play
Beautiful
Mane in, but
pass.
he's gonna get muscled off the ball there. A really good defense there, making up for his two mistakes earlier in the match. Salah's going to end up with the ball at the outside of the box. He's going to take a left-footed shot, but it's going to be blocked. Mane.
Liverpool retaining possession, however, opportunity to reset.
Henderson with the little fake dummy, but Arnold almost a little too inside. He's got to get back to his position, possibly spread the play out once again. A nice ball in there from Robertson. Robertson's going to try to cross it. It's going to go straight into the hands of the Leeds United goalkeeper.
Easy
Good,
save
good
there.
play. Good play and good movement. I would have to say more positive than before, starting to create some possible chances with the ball there. But overall, there was no switch of play, which I think was ultimately the end to the entire play. The fact that we actually just kept it on one side and we had no way to actually move the defense here. A long diagonal from Leeds is going to find, I think, Harrison at the corner touch flag, guarded by Arnold.
Yep, Harrison, who already has a goal to his name in this match, hit the goal in the 12th minute.
Really nice play here by Leeds. They're in behind. Allison stops the cross.
And that cross deflected right to the feet of a Liverpool
So
defender.
Firmino with a really nice turn here. He's got to play Salah or Mane in here. Mane with
Go!
one more, and then one more with Sadio Mane, and Mane fluffs his lines.
Why would Salah pass that back?
I have no idea. But it was
What?
a beautiful connection, beautiful link-up play from the front three there, which is nice to see. But the final product was
Look, this
not
play
there.
is sensational. We're up to the right there.
Yeah, but Salah's already, because the ball's so behind him, he already lost his pace. So the player right behind him is just going to catch up with him, and he actually has no other choice but to play Sadio in, because he's just going to end up having the defenders right in front of him. So it's actually just a poor ball.
So we're saying that the
Sadio.
first pass there, the pass by Mane.
Yeah, I mean, technically, honestly, the pass from Firmino wasn't even that good because Sadio had to end up slowing down, and Sadio played a pass for Salah, and then Salah was not able to take it in stride, which kind of slowed the entire
operation there.
Yeah, and Firmino's going to win that ball strongly.
Wow, that could have been a foul, honestly.
It's going to be a 4-on-3
down,
here.
Salah,
Salah's going to
Salah
be on
down
the right
low.
wing, and then not very good touch there from Salah. And it's going to go out for a quarter, I think.
I do believe that deflects off of a Leeds player. So, yeah, Liverpool will set up for a corner kick here. Fifth corner here so far for Liverpool in the afternoon. Or suppose it's evening. No, it's late afternoon.
No, it's the evening. It's almost 2. Arnold with the ball in. It's going to be a nice clear out there by the Leeds United goalkeeper. No touch from the Liverpool player there. Arnold's going to try to cross it back in, but he's not able to beat the second man there. Salah's going to find himself in the right corner flag here to let the ball go out of play to. Oh, okay.
Oh, actually
Interesting.
going the other way. Yep, I know where you were going with that, but Salah kind of miscalculated who the ball was going to be off of.
Yeah, I don't even know who was. I didn't see who touched last or anything like that. I'm quite surprised by that, actually.
Quick throw in by Leeds as they resume here. At this time in the first half, we had already 2 goals. So far, we've got none.
Arnold's there, nice in a defensive position. Becker is going to clear, and it should find Sadio for the header, but the knockdown goes to Costa. Robertson ends up with the ball. A long ball sent over head, and the position will switch back to Leeds United.
I do kind of. We've seen a bit more organized offense here in the second from Liverpool. I would say. I feel like in the first half, both teams were just sort of running up the pitch and creating opportunities, but they were sort of these one-on-one opportunities. Liverpool had some opportunities off set plays, but we've seen 2 really good offensive possessions for Liverpool. Unfortunately, they haven't led to goals, but they've been decent setups.
Yeah, the it's definitely more of a front to back structured match, more formations. People are sitting in the positions that they necessarily should be sitting in, less free flowing kind of football that we saw earlier at the beginning of the match. It's going to be a long ball by Leeds United that is going to end up going out of play. Arnold is going to throw the ball in. And Curtis Jones, the academy player from Liverpool, is going to be coming onto the pitch for Henderson. Henderson coming back from that knee injury. Not a bad game and not a bad performance from him, but most likely is not even able to go the full 90, which makes sense for this switch. Fabinho will still play the holding midfielder role to sit in front of the center backs, and then Curtis Jones and Wijnaldum will be pushed up forward into their more natural positions.
Who was the one that had the hamstring injury?
I don't know
Or was it?
who had a hamstring injury.
I thought I thought Henderson had. I guess you're calling it a knee, but I thought it was a
It
hamstring.
was a knee injury.
Oh, it was a knee. Okay, happened in what, the second game of the restart, something
Yeah.
like that. Second or third game, yeah.
Costa's going to throw in a cross here with no pressure, and then he's going to be inside for the goal, and it's going to be a goal for Leeds United.
And your prediction is wrong. The scoring has resumed here. 66th minute. Leeds on the board in the second half. With the equalizer, 3-all. I'm telling you, man, the defenses just have not settled in yet. First game of the season. Not quite. It's
I
hard.
don't
Much
think we'll be
harder to
doing
play
these games
defense.
anymore.
It's much harder to play defense than it is like offense. And to get like an established rhythm sort of on defense.
Yeah, there's no pressure on the cross there, and then nobody actually even tracked the runners. So it just in general, overall, it's quite poor, I would have to say. And Allison should maybe save that.
He does kind of get screened a little bit, right, by the is that Gomez there? All right, well now it's up to Liverpool to make it happen.
Throw in there for Mane. It's going to go out of play, slowly moving us up the pitch. Curtis Jones with his first touch finds Mane and finds Mane's going to put in a side-footed shot. It's going to be blocked.
Leeds definitely believes it can get out of here with a point for sure this afternoon. The way that this is going, plenty of opportunities. I don't know. My guess is that there's going to be there's going to be at least a few more before this is all said and done. 22 minutes rather to go here in the first match for Liverpool restarting the Premier League season, or actually just starting the Premier League campaign for 2020 and 2021.
And Genie playing through the contact and playing through the foul there. Gomez to restart the play here with a long ball, trying to find Arnold on the right wing. Early crossing
Stays
is going to be
onside.
blocked. Good
Oh,
block
that's a
there by Leeds. It's going to be another throw in.
yeah. The throw in, not enough oomph on that one. He's got to get the baseball pass action going. Alexander Arnold taking his time on this one.
Salah's going to find himself into the box with a cross that goes off the shoulder of the Leeds player. We're going to be able to keep the possession here. Jones is going to find Arnold. Arnold cuts back inside, and it's going to be a recycle of the play here for Van Dijk to get the offense started once again.
Yeah, not much of an opportunity there for Salah. He kind of got triple/quadruple teamed, but an opportunity here now, or not. We have a Leeds player
I
down.
don't,
Play
I don't actually know
stopped.
what happened.
Friendly fire?
Yeah, because I don't think any of the Liverpool players actually even went up for any ball. I think it was a teammate thing. I'm not sure if there was a Liverpool player there or not. I don't think there was. And there's the replay of the goal where you just see everybody standing, and the only people that are moving are Leeds players.
Up to Liverpool. Durf, hopefully you're rooting for Liverpool here. Although Fran, our resident Liverpool fan, is sort of suffering this morning.
Yeah, it's quite terrible.
So yeah, Fran, look at that. You got a fellow Liverpool supporter who you
There
can
we go.
commiserate with.
Bonnet here is going to cut on with his right foot, and it's going to be blocked. Here's Phil Kingy saying Leeds are back. Yes, they are back. Um, Robertson with a nice long ball in. It's not going to follow to anybody, and Salah's going to sky it.
Yeah, poor effort there. I think he had plenty of space too to just be able to maybe bring that down for a second. Gather.
Durf, how is Liverpool playing? Liverpool is having problems at the back. We have not been able to stop Leeds of pretty much just mental lapses every single time. It's not even necessarily like a front to back offensive approach. It's just Van Dijk basically handed the ball to Bamford for the second goal. The first goal, Arnold had pretty poor defense, and there was too much of a gap from Gomez as well. The third goal, everybody just kind of standing there, nobody moving as well. So overall, just kind of defensive lapses and mental lack of concentration, I would say. And yeah, I think Gomez or maybe Matip needs to get in and play for Gomez, something like that. But it's uncharacteristic, and honestly, only having three center backs for the season is going to be a challenge, especially if it doesn't work um, moving forward or just starting off right up from the bat here.
Yeah, and remember when we were doing the restart, Gomez's play wasn't. I think we had called out Gomez's play a couple times of not being really sort of up to par. But hey, gotta hand it to Leeds. You know, this is their first match in 16 years in the Premier League. They're making the most of it, trying to make a little bit of a name for themselves and knock off the defending champions. You guys have a targets on your back, so you got to show up to play every single game. Everyone gunning for the champs, as they were actually towards the when the restart happened. Were
And
the
then a
Liverpool goals
foul
good?
there by Fabinho.
The third Salah goal was phenomenal. That's sort of the highlight of the
Yeah, the
game.
first one was a penalty from Salah. Second one was a header from Van Dijk off of a corner, and then the third one was a Salah left-footed snapshot up in the upper 90. It was that the third goal was one that you would definitely want to see again. The other ones were all right. One was a penalty and just a header from a corner.
Yeah.
Um, but the third goal was exceptional. I would say from Salah, some more magic that we need soon.
Yeah, that's definitely the highlight of the match so far across both teams, really. Because the Leeds goals have just come on these like bizarre defensive mishaps from Liverpool, as we have Mane still attacking here.
I
Line
think they're
judge gonna
gonna
give a
take the
foul.
foul.
Yes, they are. I think he had him playing advantage there for a little bit and then gave the foul. Liverpool going to go off a set play here. They're going to set up right at La Media Luna.
And Arnold most likely is going to be hitting this one in for the cross unless Robertson decides to take with the left foot.
To just
Arnold
go
with
for
the
goal.
cross, and Arnold doesn't clear the first man on the cross.
Yeah, that free kick too low there, but Liverpool does retain possession.
Nice combination there from Firmino and Salah. Need to get across into
Opportunity.
the box. Jones is going to be pushed. It's not going to be a penalty.
Nothing given. Nothing given. Well, I guess it's not going to quite give two in one match there.
Yeah,
But
it's not enough for a
yeah, not
penalty.
enough contact.
He just sort of fell over. It wasn't really a. I wouldn't say it was an obvious shout. Yeah, he just gets muscled off the ball. It's
Yeah.
nothing really.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't necessarily be too worried about it.
You got to play stronger than that.
The ball stays in bounds there. Everybody thinking it did go out of bounds. Firmino's going to be able to play that ball. He should have played it over the defender, but it's
Oh,
actually going to be a turnover,
that's a
and he's going
foul.
to get booked for
That's
the
a foul.
foul.
Yeah, and Firmino is going into the book. Bobby is going into the book with a yellow. Oh my gosh, it's pretty blatant too. Wow.
Yeah, he played a pretty poor pass. He played it behind the defender instead of in front of the defender for the for I forget who he was aiming for the pass, but they weren't able to actually run onto the ball there,
Which is quite
which was the
unfortunate
issue.
because had he completed the pass, you probably had a pretty decent run out here.
Yeah, we definitely most likely had a breakaway there.
Allison trying to set the wall. Leeds going to square up for the kick, and it goes just wide left. Allison was there, but the shot was off target. Leeds still winning the possession battle. 40 minutes for Leeds, only 36 for Liverpool. This it hit good pace on this ball though.
Yeah,
Gets
it's
over
not
the
too
wall.
far away. If it's slightly higher up in the
Oof.
corner and on target, Allison doesn't get there. But for where it was in its angle as it was now, I would say it was say he had it covered.
Yeah, the kick just slightly off. Although Leeds thought it had the opportunity there to go up 4-3 and take the 3 points. 3-all still, 1 point apiece if the result holds. Just about 13 minutes left before we hit the 90.
Curtis wins the
And
ball up the pitch
there
here.
we go. That's a little tougher from Curtis after he basically flopped in the box earlier. That's what you like to see. I think you got to go up. You got to reverse field here. You got to go up. There you go. And Liverpool does now on the left side. And that's a silly turnover. Centering it. No, not Salah. Curtis has it. Now Salah has it here on the right wing. Salah in the box. Centering. Not quite. The shot by Mane is deflected. Still with Robertson. Cut inside. Can't quite get it. And out on a Leeds player. Arnold to restart. Yes, no, maybe. Yes.
Salah rolls him. I think it's going to go out for a corner.
Corner, maybe? Or they save this?
No, it's going to go out for a
No, it's a
corner there, I
corner.
think.
Oh, man. We got someone going for Leeds, Fran.
There we go. There we go. Y'all are playing very well so far. It's a block shot there. Good defense by the Leeds United defender there. And then the Robertson with the quarter kick here.
Oh, it's not a Leeds fan. It's an Everton fan. Even better for you.
And then Van Dijk's going to get called for the foul there.
Van Dijk pointing out the ref.
We'd have to see the replay on this.
Look at that. So
That's not a foul. It's not a foul. That should be overturned 100%. It's not a foul. He falls from his own player.
can you VAR
It
this?
should be a goal. It should be VAR'd, but I doubt they'll change it. But it's definitely not a foul. Van Dijk doesn't touch him.
Fran, now you've got Brighton, you got West Ham, you got everybody showing up.
Yeah, I'm sure they just show up when Liverpool wants to lose.
It's like all the other fans from the ACC schools when Duke is losing. So there. You apparently they didn't even VAR it or anything. So
Yeah, but it totally should have been looked at because there's no way that was a foul. He didn't actually touch him. He's far away from him.
Klopp
And
also trying to plead his case here on the sideline.
it's not a foul.
Huh.
He never touches him. Mane with the nice touch here. You're going to find Arnold to find Salah. Arnold's going to get the ball back here.
Liverpool going in the wrong direction right now.
And the ball will go out of play, but we will have it for a throw-in. 10 minutes left to the restart to the Premier League here. It's going to go back out of bounds, and Leeds is going to regain possession here.
Going to bring in a substitution for Leeds here, the final 9 minutes.
Yeah, Leeds is going to make a switch here. I think that's just the reason for the delay. Nothing.
Oh, no, it froze.
And Shackleton will come on to replace Click.
Any signs of scoring? No, not yet. Still 3-all.
Yeah, no signs of anything. No signs of life. Van Dijk's going to have the ball here. Curtis is going to have it, and he's going to get it back to Gomez to hopefully restart the offense here. The press is definitely on from Leeds. Salah's going to have a really nice turn here. He's going to find himself with a bit of room. He's going to try to cut inside, but run into too many defenders there. Arnold's going to hit a cross in, and it is going to go out of play.
I had to totally restart. Damn it, NBC. Curse you.
Leeds most likely just going to probably try to play slowly out of the back here. Liverpool's going to press up, and we do get the turnover of possession here. Haven't been able to do much with it. Curtis Jones is going to push forward. He's going to try to find Sadio in the middle, but Sadio, I think, is going to hit that out for a goal kick. Not able to really link up the play precisely here, and Leeds, I think, is going to try to play out of the back in this position here and not kick it long forward. Joe Gomez here with the clearance there to try to turn over the possession. Van Dyke is going to head it to Salah, then Jones. Jones back to Salah, and on the center circle, kind of halfway mark. Salah's going to not lose out to the possession there. He's actually going to be able to retain it, and then Leeds is going to kick it out of play. Liverpool throw in. Salah is going to have the throw in at the corner flag down there. Expect Arnold to take. And the other ball found its way back onto the pitch here. Unfortunately for Liverpool, had a slight advantage there.
I love this. As an Everton fan, we care more about Liverpool losing than Everton winning.
Yeah, 100%.
That sounds like NC State or Wake Forest when we're doing Duke streams. Yeah, all we care is that Duke loses. Technically, a draw is not a loss, so you would still be undefeated at Anfield.
Yeah, technically we would, but just not a.
I don't think the draw is the result you were looking for just today, though.
No, and I would say that our next match against Chelsea, we're most likely not going to win that one straight on. So, I mean, it's
Is
starting
that
the
at
season
Anfield
quite poorly.
or down in London?
I think it's in London.
Still an opportunity here, though. 6 minutes plus whatever you have in stoppage time. Probably another 2 or 3 added there. Did Tom Brady just score a goal for Liverpool? He's going to try to be scoring touchdowns for Tampa Bay starting tomorrow. Great game against the Saints, by the way. That's at afternoon game, I think, on Fox.
Jones to Fabinho, back to Arnold. Arnold's going to try to get across and can't beat the first man. It's going to fall to Firmino. Firmino's going to hit it left-footed, and it's going to go out of play for a corner. And the quick corner there, Arnold's going to be able to chip it back in. It's going to be cleared away by Leeds. Robertson's going to have another chance, and pretty quite terrible cross there by Robertson. It's going to out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah, and unfortunately they did not score the corner, chat. Is Adam Johnson playing, or is he a sub? I don't know the answer to that one. Boy, you had an opportunity here, my friend.
What?
I said Firmino had an opportunity there.
Oh, okay. Now you're ahead of me.
Oh, okay. Count it down.
Now I'm already at 86, and it's going to be a penalty given to Liverpool here in the final minutes of the 4 minutes of the match here. So Salah is going to have a chance to convert his hat trick and also have the winner here for Liverpool if they're able to keep him out and convert it. It's definitely a foul. It was definitely a foul, and there's no question about the penalty there. Liverpool will have a chance to convert it from the spot. Is definitely a penalty from Rodriguez. There's no
Oh, he
question
just sticks out the leg.
Let's see if we can score this one here, Mo, for the hat trick. Last time he went straight down the middle. Let's see if the young 20-year-old French keeper will stop the Egyptian international. We'll see how this goes.
Winding up for it.
Salah for the kick. Salah slots it away in the left corner. That is his hat trick to open up the season there. And it is going to be 4-3 to Liverpool with about 4 to 5 minutes to go.
Boy, you managed to save yourself here, my friend.
Yeah, this penalty was kind of just by the grace of God we were able to get something here. But Salah sends the keeper the wrong way, and he's able to slot it home.
Yeah.
So here, Liverpool here does take the lead, but we will have a nervy kind of end to the match here. Um,
Well, the way that this is going, I would, Leeds might even put in a
yeah, I
fourth. Who
mean
knows?
it's totally. I don't think there shouldn't be much complaining on both of the penalties that were awarded to Liverpool. I would
Well,
say.
the handball was the handball. That was obvious.
Yeah, the handball was blatant, and then this one, I mean, he sticks a leg out there, and he totally. I mean, the foul does happen here. Nussi E7. This is very interesting, isn't it? Yes, I think, and here Joel Matip is actually going to be able to come out onto the pitch here. Um,
Oh, Chad had called that one earlier for Matip.
and Arnold's going to take a seat there, probably to just shore up the defensive line for Liverpool, as Arnold has been exposed through the throughout the match or earlier in the match. And Nussi E7, yeah, Leeds definitely have been turned up. They definitely showed up to play in the Premier League. They're playing their style, the similar style that they play in the Championship, and it is definitely working with them. They play, I would actually say, they play a pretty similar style to Liverpool with the long diagonals and the high press. They're most like, yeah, Liverpool pretty much are throwing everybody back, but they're still just trying to retain the possession, just close out the game here, and not let Leeds have much of the ball.
Park the bus, as they say. Yeah.
And here, Leeds is going to have an opportunity here. Robertson gets the ball away. I still don't understand why teams in the last 8 minutes sometimes get caught out at the back with only 4 defenders when that exactly is what happened. And all we need to do is play defense.
Like I said, I mean, Leeds has been
Bosa
exploiting
possibly going to be
y'all.
able to get a ball in, but Fabinho, really nice challenge. Ball is going to be able to come in. It's going to go up in the air. Allison is be able to keep that and corral it. And thank you, Nussi E7, for the follow on the Twitch side of things. Very much appreciated. If you're enjoying the content or in the future want to just be notified when we go live, drop a follow on the Twitch side of things or drop a sub on YouTube as well. Thank you for the support and everybody hanging out in chat.
Usually, Fran is a bit more spirited than this. I think he's gotten a little bit too nervous watching his Liverpool team struggle through their first match of the season.
And Leeds is going to be playing out from the back here. Liverpool now has the blocks set to play defense accordingly to the situation here. Finally, Gomez moved to right back, and then Matip and Van Dijk are playing as the center backs with Robertson as the left back. Gomez moved to right back. My bad. Ball in here for Genie, moving up the pitch.
Just trying to play keep away at this point.
Yeah, at this point, we're basically just trying to kill the clock and get it out as.
You want to get out of here with your 3 points, and that's basically it. And try to fix some things on the defensive side of the ball.
About 2 minutes left here in stoppage time. Should hopefully run out quite soon. But I have to say, Leeds definitely did show up very well. If I was the manager, I would have wanted a point out of this. I think they deserved a point. I think we kind of stole the points, honestly, from this one. I don't think we deserved to win. I think we probably deserve to actually share them with all the mistakes. But as I say that, Leeds still have an opportunity here.
Yeah, Leeds going to try to clear this out. Not quite. Actually, they do. No, back to Liverpool. Yes, Leeds. Bang. It's like tennis match right now. Back and forth. The ball hasn't hit the floor.
Roberts there. being guarded by Jones, gets a cross into the back post, but I think it's going to be going out of play. It does go out of play for Allison. Um, and then it's going to be the kick from Allison here, most likely to end the match and solidify the 3 points after quite a wild match from Leeds and Liverpool to start off the Premier League campaign for us.
All right, so what do you got to say? You play Chelsea next week. Has Chelsea played yet?
I don't think so. I think they play tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That's going to be a foul there by Matip. There's going to be a late free kick here by Leeds with about 15 seconds left.
So what do you got to see out of your squad over the next week?
I need to play defense better, and we need to shore up the back line if we want to kind of pretty much get anything out of this season. And also just pretty much in general, just need to shore up the defensive lapses and the mental errors and mistakes. It's basically been the result and the only reason why Leeds was in the match, but that will tie up the first match. Liverpool does successfully take the first 3 points there of the season. I would say hats off to Leeds United for a very good performance. The two penalties and the absolute snapshot from Salah give him the hat trick
Yep.
to open up his scoring account and the race for the Golden Boot for the season.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Liverpool, you got to believe that you did enough to win, but that was about it.
Yeah, I would say that as bad as we did play, we were still able to kind of come out on top, which is kind of just at this point all that we necessarily want. We just want to be able to take out 3 points. I don't necessarily care how we get 3 points. So
Yeah, neither does Chat. They agree with you. They just say thank you for the 3, moving on.
yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking, and kind of the idea of just moving through the season as we did before. It's pretty much we just want to get the 3 points and get out, move on. Doesn't necessarily matter how it happens. And then I think there is still another match. West Ham versus Newcastle should be a mid-table matchup. Should be pretty interesting. Newcastle does have new signings, and that should be coming on, I think, quite soon. I think it kicks off at 3. Overall, here are the final statistics. Liverpool, 22 shots to Leeds, 6 shots. 6 shots on goal to Leeds, 3. 9 fouls to Leeds, 6. And Liverpool had 48% of the possession there, actually. And or had 52% of the possession, actually having more possession than Liverpool. So overall, I would hope to kind of just see Liverpool shore up the defense, and also just shore up pretty much the team cohesiveness and paying attention and doing the right thing. Here you are actually seeing pictures of Duke at Notre Dame next.
I'm actually stuck on West Ham Newcastle right now. But yeah, my Blue Devils are going to get stomped by the Notre Dame Fighting Irish here in a few. There you go. Coming up next on NBC. Yeah, I expect that to be a pretty much a blowout within the first quarter. Yeah. That game is going to be over.
Most of us would.
Yeah.
But from all of us here at Real Life Sports, thank you very much for the follows, the subs, everything. Thank you, Nussi E7, and also Muhammad for the subs or for the follows on Twitch. It is greatly appreciated. And also, Muhammad, I know you did it on the YouTube side as well. So it is greatly appreciated. Thank you all for tuning in to us for the start of the Premier League season here. It is much appreciated. And we will all catch you later. The next stream that we should be doing should be the start of the Eastern Conference Finals, the Miami Heat and Boston. I still don't actually know when that game is supposed to occur.
We can. That's right. We were going to look at when that game happens, right? NBA. Let's see.
It will be on Tuesday.
Oh, it will be on Tuesday. What time on Tuesday?
It is TBD. So TBD for us if we'll be able to do the game. We
might have to swap series to Clippers Lakers or something for a little bit, and then pick it back up on the weekend on Game 3. Because if it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday will be the how it goes, right? So.
Yeah, They still don't have the schedule for the Clippers, but right now they're all playing on the on the same days. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But thank you very much, everybody, for the support and for chat as well. It has been a pleasure, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, and yeah, that's all I got.
And yeah, survive the smokiness. It's still very it's I'm telling you, man, it's like orange hue. This is bizarre. It's literally yellow here in Seattle. Um, it's like why this is wild. This is
Yeah,
wild. I've never
that's
seen anything like it.
wildfires for you. That is
Yeah, I guess so. You can't see the sun. It's much worse than it was yesterday. Uh, I can see the Space Needle today. And the crazy thing is there's no wind. There's like no wind. So it's everything's just sitting like here. There's no wind and there's no rain.
that
Uh,
is quite weird.
wild. Any case, yeah. So we'll probably come back for maybe the Western Conference Finals. I guess that would be a Wednesday stream. In any case, we'll keep y'all posted. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend, and cheers.